good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you're watching this presentation. My name is Freddy Rodriguez, and this is my scenario. I just took over a nonprofit that builds and delivers training. It is in trouble, big trouble. Funding is getting cut, we are short on payroll, and the person before me retired and left me no answers, no guidelines, basically no turnover. This is my plan, and how would I think through it, and what would I do in this scenario, this situation. So here's where I walk into. Funding is dropping from 7 or 8 million down to 4 or 5. I'm about a million short just to make payroll. I have 34 people and I still owe 40 projects on time and budget. The worst part is our system does not track what our people cost for each project. So I cannot see what any project really cost me. My first move is not just to start cutting people. My first move is to find where the bleeding is happening. Because cutting blindly only makes it worse. And this is not a one time fix. This will be an ongoing situation, an ongoing solution. I make a call, learn from it, and adjust. Because I know something else will break. It always happens. The first two areas are organization and business process. For organization, I use John Layden. He says to shape your culture around the goal you're after. Right now, my team is creative but does not think about the cost. And I need to change that without hurting what makes a team or make them good. I have no money for outside training, so my plan and what I would do, and I think that goes back to my background in the military, is to build a mentorship program. I take where accounting already knows, turn it into simple, easy steps to follow, and have senior leaders pass it down. For business process, I use John Adar. He says, know your goal and get your information before you decide. So I build a way to track what each project costs, starting with labor, because that's my biggest cost, and where the payroll gap is. The accountant will still own the numbers. The process is just what makes it easier for everybody to see and everybody to understand. All right, the next two are money and people. On the money, I think about Paolo Monti. He warns that under pressure, we act too fast. Before we know enough, we kind of let ourselves go based on emotion and make decisions that are really based on emotion. $1 million gap makes you want to cut right now, right? Because the urgency. But we will not cut or spend onto the board, and the sponsor tell me exactly what is their expectations, their goal, and what matter the most to them. Once I know that, I move to the money to match it. On purpose, not in panic. On people, that's Adar again, balancing the mission, the team, and the person. If I have to cut, I will cut based on who's producing. I'm gonna base it on performance, not who has been here the longest, not on seniority. I do not have time for a slow reshuffle. I need people who deliver, and I make that call using real data, not just feelings or emotions, not a gut feeling. So this is fast, and it will be fair. This is the heart of my reflection. The question is, what would I measure and what does numbers decide? My top measure is how much each person produce, getting the 40 projects done on time and budget, because that is the essential. That tells me who's helping us survive, and it guides me and helps me to make the hardest call. Who stays, who does not stay. Also, I want to watch what labor costs on each project. How many months of payroll can I cover, and whether each project brings in more than it costs. These numbers are not a report I check once. This is a constant, ongoing battle. They are my early warning systems. In a job I have never done before, they help me catch the next problem before it turns into another big hole or another big gap, especially when we're talking about over $1 million. These are my sources, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing everybody's name correctly. I apologize for my accent. So, John Ader on the decision making and problem solving, John Layton on rebuilding the organization, and Powell Monty or Monti on the art decision making. Again, thank you so much for joining me here. Thank you for taking the time to watching this presentation. I hope you will have a wonderful day.